What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, so somebody brought to my attention that somehow, some way, magically, I missed last Wednesday, which is unusual. I'm not sure how I did or why I did. For whatever reason, I did not post the stock watch video for Wednesday. Let me just give you a quick summary. It was a really, really bad ass whipping, is what happened. So our stock portfolio for the video or for the stocks that we were watching dropped down to 19%. And people are like, whoa, what's going on in the stock market? Why didn't you just stock watch? I might have missed it. I can tell you why the market dropped. There was a stress test on the market. A stress test is when banks are being tested on their liquidity and the market is being tested on its ability to handle the liquidity. And it failed. And so there's a panic. And when the panic happens, you see a quick sell-off of stock. But as much as people go, cryptocurrencies are different. No, they're not. Because the same thing happened in the crypto market. People start selling off. I seen gold and silver, of course, do the proper thing, which respond and start to go up. And then, for whatever magical reason, Thursday, it still was teetering in that we're not sure what's going on. And then Friday, it's still teetering on what they should do, but we're starting to see a slight recovery. Let me get into that. A quick reminder, everybody, we have Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. It's a link in the description. It's free to come and join. We do talk about different types of investment, including the foreign currency investment, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, you name it. I have another group called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes. This deals with current events as well as those things that you might call conspiracies. All right? People are like, 9/11, false flag events. Real quick, see this beautiful woman right here? Because people can say, who is that attractive woman in the background? That is my wife. And yes, you guys from time to time will see her just like you do now. Boop. Boop. Anyways, yeah, somebody asked me about it. This is us. This was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago now. 4 years ago. And that's us, by the way. There's a lot of people ask, and apparently I'm not realizing I'm showing who that is. But anyways, here we go. So look, we look at what's going on our little spreadsheet. I told you it dropped down to 19%. That was a huge hit because at one time we're up to 41%, and we dropped back down. And then I got those people who originally was like, I told you so, and then it went up, and they're like, whoa, man, you're a genius. And now they're going, oh, I told you so all over again. That's because they're bandwagoners. So let's see. The two that I keep telling you people to look out for is this one right here. Discovery Metal and Drexion. These always perform big time. Let me hide this because that was our original investment back in the day. Hello? Hide. There we go. That was our original investment back in the day, and these were our number of shares. Let me hide this as well because it doesn't matter. What we're looking at was our original investment compared to what our original value when we first started back in April 21 compared to our current value. And then we see where we are all together. Now, having said that, look, let's look at these. That's not what I was trying to do. Let me just... Man, I can't stress this enough. I showed you guys in a video last night that when the guy was talking about silver and gold, he would say stocks are okay. And then you seen the little footnote down there that says, as long as they're minor stocks. I have people in my group all the time going, do you have any recommendations on minor stocks? I said, obviously you're not watching my stock watch videos. Because I do talk about some specific ones and some that are really kicking boo-boo. This is one of them, Discovery Metals. When we first talked about it back on April 21, it was 31 cents. It's now up to 69 cents. Doesn't sound like a big improvement, but it depends on how much money you invest in it. I can tell you that I have a handful of people that are very well-to-do. One of them especially, you know who she is. Well, she knows who she is. And she laughs about this investment because against her investment portfolio manager's better wishes, she went ahead and said, I trust Pimpy, and she dumped a pretty large amount of money into this investment, and she's very happy about the return so far. So I'm hoping and praying that it continues, but I have a lot of faith in this particular stock. There's a reason for it. It's the same reason why I have a lot of faith in what's going on with gold or silver. It was 31 cents. It's now 69 cents. Endeavor, not a huge jump, but it's 145 is now 214. The same as Alexco Resources was 148 is now 214. That's not a typo. That's literally, they're both the same. First Majestic back then was $7.53. It is now $9.39. Mag Metal. These are all minor stocks, by the way. $9.87 is now jumped up to $13.72. Silvercrest was $6.41. It's now $8.75. In the panic that we see the Rona cases increase, let me just make something perfectly clear to you guys. The media is doing a great job of hyping up the fact there's a huge increase of coronavirus cases. But what they're not telling you is there's no increase in the numbers of death related to the coronavirus. Stop panicking. The cases of people infected are way up, but the number of deaths are still going down. So people are being tested, and they're going, and here's the other thing that I love about you Democrats out there. In Democratic states, you know what they're saying? Do not relate the increase to the protest. That's what they're literally telling hospitals when they do their interviews. Do not report that these people were out there protesting. Come on, man. Dude, aren't you guys sick of this political BS? You have to be. The Democrats make me sick. I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed to ever have been one and to have ever been a Democratic strategist for Harry Reid. It's embarrassing. They're not my same Democratic Party when I was growing up. So when I see this kind of behavior, it just, okay. Anyways, the point being, because of the panic, the Vegas stocks started to drop down again. And I was like, no, don't do that. No, Kevin, no. Only people who love Kevin Hart knows that joke. Anyways, it started to drop again, and so we lost a little bit of the ground that we first started accumulating. MGM 1319, it dropped down to 1572. We're still ahead of the ball game. The one stock that I was first telling you guys about back when it was $1, but we said, it's only fair that we all start from the date of April 21. It was $2.11. It's up to $2.23. MGM actually dropped below the April 21 mark. Yes, when stock at one time was above $100, it took a huge hit because the damn freaking governor of Nevada said they're thinking about reinstating quarantine and closing down the casinos once again. Now, having said that, I keep telling you guys, don't panic, buy on the dip. Take advantage of their stupidity. Because eventually, as I've already proven to you on all these stocks, they're down because of the fear of being put back into quarantine. What does that mean? Well, we saw what happens when people started to come out of quarantine. They started to shoot up. And if you were lucky enough to jump down when they were low, you were benefiting from it financially. So if it's dropping down a low again, because of the fear of going back into the Rona quarantine, then buy it on the dip. Buy it on the dip. You will come out in the end with a much better portfolio. XRP, man, there's nothing about you I like anymore. I know they got a lot of contracts, but they ever hardly move one way or another. They make me sick. XLM was up above 7 cents. It's still above the 5% or 5 cents when we first started at 668. Even though it took a hit, it took a slight hit only. Ooh, this one hurt me big time. I'm still ahead of the ball game because when I bought all mine, I got 34 of them. ETHs, I bought them when they were 173.41. They're still at 229.57, but at one time they were above the 240 mark. That's because cryptocurrencies are responding to the market all the same. USAG Metals, another one of those stocks that deal with precious metals, 1706 up to 1994. This is good. Bitcoin was actually at one time testing and pushing on the 10,000 mark, has dropped all the way back down to 9,100. It doesn't make a difference. If you bought it when I told you to, you're still way ahead of the ball game. Perth, this is the one that was performing the worst. And for some reason, decided to want to be a hero, and it keeps going up very slow. It's in one of those minor stocks. 1682 when we first started is up to 1767. And then another one of my heroes besides Discovery Metal, Drexion. 6370 broke the $100 mark today. I told you whenever the market does bad, you will see an increase in minor stocks. Vegas, here we go. The Sands dropped down a little bit, but we're still ahead of the ball game. Start off at 1472, is now 4313. Melco's another one of those stocks that are Vegas. 1380 when we first started, 1550. So on Wednesday, although I didn't report it, dropped down to 19%. We are $52,000 gain. Back up to 29. I feel really good. So it's a 10% gain, even though it doesn't look like it. And although we see negative on some of the stocks, on our $180,000 investment, we've gotten back, even with the shellacking that we've taken in the stock market, a $52,652.24 increase in our original investment. That's not including taxes and fees. But I want to point something out. Discovery Metal, look at that. More than double. There is a $12,000 gain if you would invest it in at 31 cents. There is a handful of people and a very special lady out there right now that I guarantee is drinking Morosas and just laughing about this. Every time I talk to her, she gets giddy. She dropped a plethora of dollars into this particular stock, along with this one down here, Drexion. Okay, so I'm very, very happy for you. You're kicking Tookus. The two stocks alone are kicking butt. We're still seeing huge 4-digit increases on all of them. Although when kicking my butt, and although which is weird, this is 18 cents, this is 18.25, is showing a loss. I'm not sure why, and I checked the formulas, but it looks good. Nonetheless, XRP does not impress me at all. Okay, so you guys can see we got a 29% increase, considering it was down to 19% on Wednesday. I unfortunately forgot to post this video, but we are up 10% since then. We are seeing a couple of negatives. Here's the thing. Save that. Close that. Hi, boo-boo. Not boo-boo. Needy. Yikes. Anyways, here's the thing. You see a lot of red here. This is a response to the stress test that was put on our banks. This isn't going to stay there. I told you guys, focus on gold and silver. They did drop as well for some weird, strange reason. Gold kept going up. As a matter of fact, it's almost close to $1,800 an ounce. God help us if it hits 1,900. Nothing is going to be able to stop what's going on with gold and silver. Silver is at $17.95. I can't stress this enough, and you guys see my videos when it comes to gold and silver. I told you I'm talking to a company, we're in works right now, in which you can buy unlimited amount of gold and silver, and there's no report to anybody. This means you have no paper trail. This means it's done in full confidentiality. And you can do the same thing when you sell it. There are no reports. I'm almost done with the details. As soon as I find them out, I will share it with you. Okay? So far, there's about 90% of the things you're telling me I love. 10% of the things I'm questioning. I'm getting answers on those. As soon as I do, I will share them with you. This is the stock watch for 6/26/2020. We're still way ahead of the ball game with a lot of growth opportunities. All right, this is why I say never panic. Always buy on the dip. Right now is a great time. It's going to go back up, so don't panic. Anyways, if you liked the video, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, because when you do, it does help out the channel, and when you do that, I surely do appreciate it. And for now, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.